Hello babes, it's me, Shannon B for BrownGirlBella, back again to bring you more lips, lashes, and luxury. If you are new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and then don't forget to tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload. For all those returning, welcome back. Today I have a cool idea that did not originate from me. It originated from, and let me make sure I get her name correctly. I will also leave the link to her video on this topic in the description box below as well. Her name is Julia Adams, MUA, and she thought of putting together a top 3 makeup products. So this is the top 3 makeup products in each category that I like or love. So I saw this originally from Tina's video that she did of it, and you know Tina is the fancy face, so I'm gonna also leave her link to her top 3 products that she loves in the description box as well. But that's what we're doing today. We're doing a top 3 makeup products that I love in all categories, and I think I got them all, but we'll see. All right, let's get started. BrownGirlBella. So I'm gonna start off with the face primers, and these 3, whew, I tell you, it was a struggle getting the top 3 for each because I love so many products, and in some cases I just could not make up my mind. So there's a tie, there's a couple of ties, but in the serums and face primers I love these 3. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Gucci primer. This works very well. It also doubles as a moisturizer because it has those sort of properties that you would find in a moisturizer. Plus, it's very hydrating to the skin. So I would use this. It makes my skin look amazing. It makes any foundation that I put on, whether it's Gucci or another foundation, it makes every foundation that I put with this, pair it with, it makes it just beautiful on the skin. It gives me a nice glow, it gives me a healthy looking appearance. It really does the job. So I love this. So whenever you compliment me on my makeup, it's probably because I used this primer. The next one is one of the OGs. I use it almost all the time. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. The name is just perfect for what it does for your skin because it grips. It holds on to whatever foundation you put on top of this. Amazing product. As you can see, I'm almost done, but honey, you better believe I'm going back to get another one because this does the job, and especially throughout the summer and the winter. I don't know what it is, but when it's very, very hot, I can use this and it grips my foundation. And when it's very, very cold, I can use this and it also does the same thing. Really strange, but I'm not complaining whatsoever. So, Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And then the last entry is something that I save for special occasions because I only have the small size, and every time I go into Sephora I keep forgetting to get the other one. But it is the new Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I say new because they came out originally with this, the silk canvas, which I still love, but I only use it, like I said, special occasions and in like the fall winter time. So around this time of year when the seasons are starting to change and it gets a little colder, I will grab for this, or I will grab for the new liquid canvas version. Okay, let's move on to eyebrows. So eyebrows, These three are like the holy grail, but this first one that I'm going to show you is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Baby, number 5. It's my holy grail. I use this non-stop, and when I run out, I always have a backup. That's how much I love this pencil. It gives me a nice finite point for precision, and it also gives me a nice stiff bristle brush to brush up those hairs and keep them in shape. What can I say? Love it. The next one I didn't think that I would like, but I turned out to really, really love this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat. What I love about this is that you only need to buy this container one time, because this top here screws off. So all you need to do is buy the refills and you're set. So if you want to change up a different color, you don't have to buy the whole thing. You just need to buy the refill. I love that. Also, this brush here is very stiff as well. It's even stiffer, dare I say, it's even stiffer than the Benefit version. So when I really need to like tame those hairs, I'll grab for this one, because the brush here is really, really nice to really get into those hairs, brush up the product, and give me a really, really good precision look with my eyebrows. So love these two. And then the last entry, for days when I want a softer brow, I will use this by Gucci. This one is a crayon, but it goes on like a nice powder. So that's the color right there. It is so beautiful and so soft. I want to thank Vicky J for this purchase, because she talked me into getting this. So shout out to you, Vicky J. That was a good look. Foundations. Oh my God. When I tell you, this product literally blew me away. It's new by Yves Saint Laurent. I use the shade NU17. Fabulous. These are all lightweight foundations that I'm going to start with, and then I'll do another version for the medium and heavy. But for a light foundation, it gives me just enough coverage. I don't have to add, but you can layer this if you want to. But it just will keep giving you that very sheer, no makeup kind of makeup look. I love this. It's a skin tint. That's what it's supposed to do. And it does it flawlessly. Definitely one to consider if you're looking for a light foundation. Plus, for an Yves Saint Laurent product, it's under 40 bucks. So definitely really good for the pocketbook as well. The next one is by Mother Pat. You know she has to pop in here sometime, and she makes several entries in here, as you well know. But this Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, I love this. I have 2 bottles. This one is MD24, and I also have MD21. Again, what I love about these foundations is that it's a very light wash of color. It doesn't sit on your face and make your face heavy or weight it down with that feeling of a heavy foundation. This is perfect for those women who want some coverage but don't want to look like they have coverage on their face. Perfect for that. And then the last one I'm going to talk about in the light foundation category is this beauty by Surratt. I use number 14. It's called the Surratt Dewdrop Foundation. Perfect name because it glides on like dew, like just a nice little heavenly wash of color. I love the fact that it has a nozzle, and it also has a button that you press here to get the product out. So it comes out like dewdrops. little bit at a time. You don't need a whole lot of product to cover your face. You don't need to layer it on. It's a light foundation. It does its job. Let it rock. Give you a couple of pumps on each side of your face and cover it with a brush or with a sponge, whatever you like. It's going to do the job for you. So Surratt Beautiful Dewdrop Foundation. All right, now we're going to get into the medium and full coverage foundations. These are ones that I use if I want a little bit more coverage than what the light foundations will give me. So I'm going to start off with Tom Ford. Listen, usually I like a dewy foundation or something that gives me kind of a luminosity and glow to it. But for days I want to look mattified, here you go right here. This is perfect. I love the little nozzle that pops out when you turn it. It's a little messy, but it does the job still. And the color that I use in this foundation is it's 9.5. So it's warm almond that I use in this foundation. And what I love about Tom Ford products is whatever foundation you use, 9.5 warm almond, I'm that shade in every single thing that he puts out. So whether it's a cushion foundation or a matte foundation like this, even the stick, I'm warm almond throughout his whole entire foundation line. I love that. Takes the guesswork out of trying to decide, okay, what shade am I for this formula? What shade am I for that formula? You always know what you're going to get with Tom Ford. I love that about his products, especially the foundation ones. And then lastly, my holy grail. I used this so much last year and this year that I think I have about a half a bottle left. This is the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. It's oil free. It has a broad spectrum SPF of 30, so it has some sunscreen properties to it. The shade that I'm in this product is 440 Amber. Beautiful, gives me a beautiful coverage. You can layer this for full coverage, but man, I can't say enough great things about it. It's perfect foundation. So now we're going to go into the concealers, and the concealers pretty much for the most part mirror what I love about the foundations. First and foremost, the 1-2 punch, which is Mother Pat. These concealers are excellent. I use the same colors that I use for the foundation, MD24 and MD21. MD21 gives me a little bit more brightness underneath the eye for days at which I want that. And then MD24 is just a great coverage all around. So love this. As a matter of fact, I didn't even put any on for this look today. So let me show you what it does in action. So first I'm going to do the MD24. And again, you don't have to spackle this on or even go as deep as I'm doing it for it to give you a long-lasting coverage. It really, really does the job. And then I'm just going to use my soft concealer brush. And with my soft concealer brush by Sonia G, I'm just going to pat this in. And then, like I said, I use MD21, just a little bit if I want a little bit more brightness. Perfect coverage, and it stays where you put it. Does not move. Love that. And then the other ones that I love are by Christian Dior. This one is in 4.5 neutral, which reminds me, I forgot to tell you that I do love the foundation for Christian Dior too. That was one of the third ones for the medium to full coverage. Forgot that. So this one is 4.5 warm. So that's what I use all over my face for foundation. And then I love the 4.5 neutral for underneath my eyes. Sorry about that, guys. And then the last in the concealer category is this little beauty by Shiseido. This concealer I love so much, and I have worn so many times that I've actually worn the name off of the products. I don't know which color this is, but I love it. I think it's tan something, but I will take this into the store to gather the right shade for my under eye, because this is fantastic. All right, so now we're going to move into the powders, and the first one I'm going to mention, yes, is by Mother Pat, her under eye powder, which is called Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection, and it is in the shade yellow. So this is what I'm going to demo for you underneath my eyes now, using that same concealer brush. What I love about this powder is you don't need a whole lot. First of all, I just tap it in one time, but it locks my foundation in and it does not move. Not at all, not even a little bit. And I appreciate that. It also helps with the seasonedness underneath the eyes. So if you do have fine lines, it will help you diminish that as well. So love that. Tied for first place is this beauty by Charlotte Tilbury that I got on a whim at Sephora. Checking out, I was in the checkout line a little too long, and I saw this, and as you can see, it's been well loved because I've already hit pan. This is in the shade Tan, which is number 3. I love this powder. I absolutely love it. Very, very good. And then the other product that I love is by Terry. It's her Hyaluronic Hydra powder. I love this. Very fine powder. It goes in, and much like Pat McGrath and the Charlotte Tilbury, even though it's a loose powder, it does the job. It locks your concealer in place, smooths out those fine lines. It also has hyaluronic acid in it, so it does provide a little bit of moisture there, but it's really, really good. So love that one. Next, let's talk about loose powders or pressed powders for all over the face. So I have one loose powder that I love, and you know who it is by. None other than Pat McGrath. This is medium 3. I love this powder for all over the face to set my foundation. It does not move as I'm whisking the brush around my face. It locks everything into place and makes it a seamless and beautiful experience for your finishing powder. Love it. The other one that I love, I'm not going to open because it's cracked and I still use it. So I open it up very, very carefully. I put it on a surface where I can wipe off the powder as I open it because it's cracked, but I don't care. I'm still using it until all of the little broken pieces are gone. I'm going to be using this. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. Again, this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and this is in the shade number 3. So yes, I'm still using that same powder and I'm not giving it up until it's all gone. Lastly, I want to show you this product and this one is by Gucci. This is the number 09 Matte Natural. I'm going to share with you what it looks like. And then what I love is that they have the cutest little compact, which I have not used at all, so it's not even used. But I love the fact that you can use this and just pat it all over your face, eliminates shine, keeps everything locked into place. Beautiful. How I love to use it is with a brush. This one is by Sonia G. This is the Aniche Pro. I just tap it into the product and then I just swirl it all over the face. If I need to pick up any more, I would do that. And then of course, taking that shine off that forehead. And that's it. That's all you need to do. I love products like these that are so effortless that it takes the guesswork out of trying to figure out what you need to do with the product. You already know. Take it, get a brush, brush it all over your face, and it's perfect. So you already know what to do with this product. It is very, very, very good. I use this almost all the time, all over the face, to lock in my foundation, to minimize shine, and have a beautiful, flawless look to complete my makeup routine. Love it. Next, we're going to talk about eyeshadows. So I love a lot of eyeshadows, so it was impossible for me to break it down to 3 palettes that I really, really love. So I'm going to use this as a representation and just share with you the 3 brands I love when it comes to palettes. You already know I love Mother Pat's palettes, both her large motherships like these, her quads, her minis, whatever she comes out with. If it's eyeshadow, I'm gonna grab it. So again, her formulas are just fantastic. This one is her latest one, Utopian Dream, which I will share with you what it looks like. But I love her specialty shades, which are usually on this side of the palette. I love her mattes. I love her shimmers. Whatever formula, you will find that it will work for you. So again, Mother Pat for the win. If you love eyeshadow formulas, definitely invest in one of her palettes, either the quads or the full-size palettes. You will not be dissatisfied. I can't tell you how many times I reach back into her other palettes to play with. They're just a joy. So, Mother Pat. Now, Natasha Denona. I have quite a few of this size. This is her $65 pans. I have almost all of them that she created. This one here is her latest one. This is the Retro palette. I love this palette. It has all the kind of colors that I love, especially for the fall. You've got these cranberry plummy shades. You've got some pinks in here. So you have mattes, you have shimmers. It's just beautiful. And she does a cream to powder formula like no one's business. Look at that matte. Look at the pigmentation on that matte shade. It's just phenomenal. So definitely get a Natasha Denona. And what I love about Natasha, she also does a $25 palette. Really, really nice palettes. Let me show you one. So here are one of her $25 palettes. Again, she does not skimp because it's a small size at a low price point. She's going to give you really, really creamy, beautiful mattes with excellent pigmentation. She's going to give you that shimmer that just jumps off onto your eyelids. They're fantastic. They're reasonably priced, and if you want to dip your toe in, this is a nice way to start as well. So kudos to Natasha for coming out with shadows like these at such a reasonable price point. And the last palette that I will share with you, I love her brand as well. This is Sydney Grace. Again, she is an indie makeup artist, but I'm like, oh my God, you cannot tell me that this is not a high-end quality company and a brand. She, again, does these shimmers like nobody's business. I love them. I love the formula she has in her palettes. They're just beautiful. You cannot go wrong. This is a collaboration that she did with Temptalia, and they actually created 6 of these palettes in 2 different styles. One for those who are lighter complexion, and this one for those who are deeper complexion. I did not get all 3, but this one right here is like, out of the 3, gave me all the feels. So I reached for this one. This is called On the Horizon, and I believe it's still available on Sydney Grace's website. If it is, I will leave a link to it. It's not an affiliate link, but I love this palette so much that if my babes want to try a independent formula and a brand that is just worthy worthy of the price point. I believe these are $40, so not bad for an indie brand. The colors are fantastic. Like I said, there's 6 different palettes in the Temptalia line. 1 set for light complexions and 1 set for deeper skin. And you're not gonna find for $40 a palette that these colors will leap at you and will hold onto your eyelids. I get so many compliments every time I use a Sydney Grace formula, so that's why I keep going back to her shadows. I have some loose shadows from her. I have a couple of palettes now from her, and I have not been disappointed yet. Really good for the buy. Moving on, we're going to talk about blush, and the king of blush, in my opinion, is Mr. Francisco Nars. I love his cheek products. I think he does a fantastic job of them. The award-winning, highly praised, highly sought after, always in rotation Climax is fantastic. I have that version as well, but I love this palette. This palette gave me everything I love about blush. It gave me some mauve colors, some brown, kind of caramel colors. This right here makes a beautiful, beautiful highlight. It's just, here, let me do it down the center of my nose so you can see. Look at that shine. Fantastic. And of course, my ever-loving tangerine shades. I love these kind of orangey, coral type of colors, especially in the fall, and I can mix the two, which I love as well. So I mix these two together. I'll mix these two together. Even these two I'll mix together. You can do whatever you like, and it'll be a fantastic look for you. I love his formulas. This one is more of a pressed cream, but it's so dreamy. It's so fantastic. You'll love it. You also cannot talk about blush without mentioning MAC Cosmetics. MAC is the OG in the game, and this is like a cult classic. When I tell you, when I ran out of this last year, how I had to search for another one, it was just beyond me. It got comical because I kept going up to the counter like, do you have Sweetest Cocoa? No, we're sold out. We don't have it. Do you have Sweetest Cocoa? Oh, no, we're sold out. I finally got this from all places. I believe it was like a standalone stand at a mall. I went in, did not expect for it to be there. I asked for it and she's like, oh, I think I have 1 or 2 left in the back. Let me go find it. And she found this for me. I covet it like holy grail. I only use it in the fall time. I try to use, you know, as little as possible because I cannot find a backup to this. So Sweetest Cocoa, MAC, number 2. And then the last one, and I only put her last because she just came out with these. But when mother gives you something, she brings it to you. I got all 9 of her blushes. This is one of her more subdued, lighter versions. This one is called Flirtatious. I love using even the lighter ones as a blush and then putting something else on top of it or blending 2 together to make my color. Fantastic. She made 9 blushes this year and I purchased all 9. That's how much I love those blushes. Because like mother, I love blush. And black women, please do not be afraid to use blush. Blush is your friend. You just gotta know how to blend it. You don't have to have 2 splotches on your cheek. Blend it up into your hairline. Like go all the way with it. Go all the way up with it. I'm telling you, you will love blush once you learn how to blend it out. Now, gotta go to highlight, right? For highlights, I love packaging almost as much as I love what's inside the packaging, you know? It's like the anticipation is just so great. The first one I have to show you is this beauty by Westman Atelier. First of all, do we not love the packaging? So cute. This highlight for me gives me just the right subtleness, the right pop of color, and because it is pressed and there's like a little bit of overspray in it, once you dig into it and get that highlight in, I'm telling you, it's just phenomenal. I love to use this as an inner corner highlight, of course as a regular highlight as well. And then also what I've been doing during the summertime is using this as my all over one and done eyeshadow. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this one. It's Pure de Soleil by Westman Atelier. And then look at the little case it comes into. Perfect to throw in your purse and use it for touch-ups throughout the day. And it has a fantastic mirror too, so you can use that as well. Next is one by Marc Jacobs. This is one of those cult classics that I think every woman should have. Even though it's huge, like my grandchildren will probably be able to use this. It's called Guilty and it's by Marc Jacobs. Again, I love it. Big faux mirror that I'm covering up right now so it doesn't blind you. I love the color here. It's beautiful. It gives you that golden champagne shimmer that every woman loves. And again, it is fantastic. It's a foil, so again, it has a little bit of overspray as well. But once you get it on, baby, you're gonna love it. It's like a liquid candy for your face. And lastly, we cannot overlook the golden hockey puck. You all remember this from last year. I fell out. First of all, what highlight do you know screws off like that? Like, really? So cute. And then again, I scratched it, but I don't care. The overspray on here is light, so it just glides onto your finger or wherever you want to put it. And when I tell you the way I fawned over this highlight when it first came out, I went fangirl crazy for this highlight, and I still love it a year later. It's beautiful. All right, you can't talk about highlighters without talking about bronzers. So no Pat McGrath here because she didn't come out with one yet. However, these three are my holy grail for bronzers. First and foremost, this one here by Charlotte Tilbury, which she came out with last year. I'm using the color number 3. Fantastic. Again, this is so much product that I probably won't hit pan for a very long time, but I love the richness in the tone that I get from this bronzer. It just gives me just the right amount of pigmentation, just the right amount of sculpt. I'm using it right now so you can see what it gives me. It's all of that and then some. And then who doesn't love the packaging? Like, beautiful. And again, what I love about Charlotte Tilbury and a lot of other luxury brands who seem to be doing this a lot lately is this is refillable. So on the back, it does have a little hole where you can poke it out with like a pin or something. This piece here, the color, will pop out and you can replace it with whatever color you want. I actually have 2 of these. I have the original one, which is number 4, that I'm gonna probably use during the winter time, but this one, number 3, is what I've been using all summer. So this is fantastic, a great buy. Here is the second entry for Gucci, and this one is the bronzer for Gucci. Same premise. It has the mirror, the product, and then if you lift it up, it also has a little miniature brush that you can use to put the product on. Love that. Very beautiful. This shade is in 04. Fantastic. And then lastly for the bronzers, this one for me was a stunner. Like, I was not expecting what I get from this product. This one is by Christian Dior, and here is the color. The color that I use is Golden Bronze 07. Beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I can use this both in the summer as well as in the dead of winter. It gives me all the pigmentation, all the bronzy goodness that you would get and that you would love from a bronzer. It's going from caramel to chocolate, honey. Yes. You will love this. Plus the packaging is ultra luxe. I love the plushness of the faux leather, and then the CD is very understated and beautiful. And then when you get to the product, that's like the icing on the cake. Like, gorgeous. So love this one. Patrick Top to me is almost like a dupe for Gucci. I have a lot of his colors that when I look at the Gucci lipstick that I have in a similar shade, they're almost identical. And I actually put it to the test and put Patrick Ta on the top of my lips and put Gucci on the bottom of my lips. No one could tell that I had 2 different colors on because it was spot on, like they were the same lipstick. So here you go. This one is, and I also love all of his names that he gives for his lipsticks. This one is called She Must Be New. So cute. So cute. So for Patrick Ta, I really don't know why more people do not talk about him. His lipsticks are almost a perfect dupe for Gucci with a fraction of the price. It's fantastic. I love it. Okay, gotta talk about lip gloss next, because lip gloss and me are like best buds. So here are the 3 brands that I love for lip gloss. First and foremost, you know, we're gonna talk about Mother Pat here. Her lip glosses, her lipsticks, her liquid lipsticks, yes, all of them I love. So this one right here is called Bronze Seductress. I love this. This is actually one of Mother Pat's favorite lip glosses, so I had to get another one, right? So I got another large size. I actually haven't even cracked this one open because I have a smaller one that I've been using, but I love this. It gives me a beautiful glossy lip with a little bit of glimmer without it feeling gritty, like you are having a full glitter lip. Beautiful, beautiful. And it lasts a long time too, because I gave it a test with the mask, taking it off and on, and my lip gloss still stayed intact. So kudos for that. The next one that I love is the formula of Tom Ford's lip glosses. I have a lot of them, and every single one of them I absolutely, positively adore. And then although I don't use them anymore, I still have a number of them that I'm going to be finishing up. This one is by Fenty. Now, I'm not cool on the scents anymore because I think that overpowering vanilla scent is messing with me a little bit, but I do love the pigmentation that I get from her products, and I do love the colors that she came out with. So I love Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna finish off all of the glosses that I have. I'm gonna at least try to, but you know, if someone does not mind the vanilla scent, it's a good one to try. So the next category of lips I'm gonna lump all together, because no matter which formula or which color, these are the brands that I love. For pencils, I love NARS pencils for all over the lips, or if I'm just filling in for a liquid lipstick or a gloss. Liquid lipsticks, I love the formula in Pat McGrath. Can't go wrong there. But I also love the formula in the ColourPops. Now this one here is one that I used last year. I love these berry colored, wine colored shades, and ColourPop's formula for my lips is just beautiful. It glides on, it stays on, doesn't budge, and I love that about a liquid lipstick. So either formula, if you want to go inexpensive, get a ColourPop. If you're ready for some glam and some luxe, go with Mother Pat. All right, we're heading to the home stretch. We're gonna now talk about lashes. That's right, you know I cannot leave you without talking about lashes and mascara, so we're gonna put those in the same category together. I'm gonna start off with the Kiss lashes. Yes, honey, drugstore. BrownGirlBellas, get it. This is the Kiss So Wispy collection. It's a curated brand of 5 lashes. I love every single one of them. They're perfect to dress up or dress down. If you're just going into the office and you need a nice little lash, consider these. They're very, very good. I can use them about 10 times before. Hey babes, so I'm back. Sorry, I had to change the battery on the camera, but I just wanted to go through the glosses again because we have another entry that I don't think I shared with you, and that is this little number right here, which is the new Mented lip glosses. They come in 3 delicious shades. The scent is very light and not overpowering, and the shine, you know what time it is. This is a great lip gloss, and the price is really good too, only $15 each. So gloss it up, ladies. Okay, so I don't think I got through the lashes, so I do want to share my favorite lashes for you. My babe for drugstore are these lashes by Ardell. They are the baby wispies. I keep at least 5 to 10 pairs on me at all time, so this baby I love. And then the last pair of lashes, or brand I should say, of lashes that I love are Lily lashes. I am wearing a pair of Lily lashes right now. This is in the style Brooklyn. That's right. These lashes are called Brooklyn, named after my beloved town and of course my beloved pooch. So these are Brooklyn. For mascara, I have 3 faves that I love. The first one, you know what it is because I use it at almost every tutorial that I do. It is the Dark Star Mascara from Mother Pat. If you want your lashes to give that come hither look, you reach for these, ladies. I'm telling you, it is $30 well spent. It also has a 6-month, not 3 months, shelf life. So it doubles the time that you would normally throw out your lash mascaras. The next one I was really surprised that I loved so much. It is this beauty by Gucci. I love the wand on this. It's sort of like a skinny football. It does give you great length and definition, and perfect for people like myself who have medium length wispy lashes on their own. This gives it some kick and also keeps your lashes from falling, so you don't have to use a eyelash curler. This will do the job for you. So there you go. And last but not least, this one is from Westman Atelier. This mascara is beautiful. Gives you length, gives you definition, also gives you volume. It's the best of both worlds. I'm so glad I picked it up. I actually picked it up on a whim and I have not put it down since. So grab yourself a Westman Atelier mascara and you'll thank me for it later. So that's it, everybody. Those were my top 3 in almost every category. I don't think I missed any, but if I did, hit me down in the comment section below. Be happy to extend it out and give you my top 3 of any category I missed. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give me those thumbs up. And if you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and then don't forget to tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload. Until we meet again, my babes, you have now been bellified.